Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to take down the Orang airbase, which is currently being used by the Russian forces. So this is the pure fight between the US and Russia. In the meantime, basically the Russia entered the war on the North Korean side, so they are helping the North Koreans. They are operating from, let's say, 4 North Korean airbases, including one of the originally like Russian airbase. So there is one Russian airbase and let's say 4 North Korean airbases from which they are operating their like Su-27s and Tu-85s, bears, not beers. Ideally, if there will be like a beer, but it's a bear. So I apologize my pronunciation. I'm not the English native speaker, as you might realize so far. So it's not that easy for me to pronounce your language perfectly. So let's go for the takeoff. This will be quite long flight, so I'll be using the time compression.
Power, position and hold. Runway 16 right.
Lobo 11, copy. Runway 16 right. So let's enter the runway. Let's position and wait for the takeoff clearance. Okay.
Lobo 11, Tunguan. Power, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 16 right. Depart heading 205.
Lobo 11, copy, cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, depart heading 225 or 2, I don't know, probably 225, so I'm gonna set up my heading to 225. So let's go for the takeoff. I'm gonna cut off the afterburner just after the start, after the takeoff. I just need to save as much fuel as possible.
Depart heading 205.
So I'm airborne onto the
altitude, 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 altitude.
really high AOA. Aircraft is kinda struggling to gain some airspeed, but it's okay already.
Lobo
5.
11, Tunguan. Departure. Resume on navigation.
Lobo 11, copy, resuming on navigation. So let's turn towards steer point 2, which is like 242 miles away. So this will be a really long flight. I can expect some Su-27s,
Resume on navigation.
especially in that area around the target, so might be a difficult mission. I maybe won't be able even reach this Orang airbase and to destroy it, just because I will maybe run out of AMRAAMs. But I'll keep all the AMRAAMs for the Su-27, so in case I meet some Tu-95s, I'm not going to use the AMRAAMs at them on the way there, maybe on the way back. So I just need to reach the target and to destroy it. That's my primary mission. Okay, let's start with the aircraft setup. So first of all, I'm going to switch off the lights. So I can go into the combat area without the position lights. Then going to set up the EVS program or EWS program for the 4. Therefore, I'll be dropping chaffs and flares like together. Just not need to distinguish between the radar guided or the infrared guided missile. Okay, let's switch the EZM on. Okay, it seems I can't. Okay, there is I forgot. Okay, there is no EZM pod under my fuselage, so there is like external fuel tank. So I can't use the EZM pod. Let's put the master arm switch to on position, so my weapons are armed now. And I'm going to set up the bingo fuel for 7,000. Let's put it that way. That would mean that my external fuel tanks are already empty and I should drop them, but I'm gonna set up the to this external fuel quantity selector. I'm gonna use the external fuel first from the underwing fuel tanks. Then if I switch to the norm, the aircraft will take like the same amount from the external underwing fuel tanks than from the external under centerline fuel tank. So while switching this button, we'll start consuming the wing first, and also this knob here above it switches this gauge here, so I can see the amount under in the external wing fuel tanks, so I can see whether they are empty or not. So let's continue with the Durandal setup. I'm armed with 6 Durandals, which are like really great for destroying the runway. The way how the Durandal works, basically when you drop the Durandal, it's slowed down by the chute, so it's using the parachute to slow down and to make it like into the vertical position. Once the vertical position is reached, and once the Durandal is in specific altitude above the ground, it activates the rocket booster at the end. So it's like accelerate very rapidly and penetrates into the ground. It penetrates even the hardened surfaces, like for example the concrete on the runway. It penetrates, I don't know how deep under the concrete, and then it explodes from underneath it, which means that the runway is not just scratched from above, but it's like even the surface, even the like material under the surface is basically badly damaged, so needs to be fixed out. Let's set up the spacing to 0. I'll be dropping all the Durandals by myself. I don't know whether the airfield has like 2 or 1 runway, so we'll see later on. Maybe I will drop all 6 Durandals onto 1 runway, and it's just 1 runway. If it's 2, I will need to drop 1 runway and 3 of them on the secondary runway. So that's why I'm gonna go with the manual drop. And also the AMRAAMs are set. So I'm carrying like 4 AMRAAMs C4s and 6 Durandals under my wings, together with 3 external fuel tanks. Okay, let's check the situation around me.
Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay. It's quiet, so let's activate the time compression just to make me fly like faster.
Chalice 5, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 040, 240 miles.
Okay, I'm just crossing the AVAX. Now he's behind me, so cross the AVAX way.
Hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 035, 220 miles.
Okay, another AVAX in front of me. Let's level up just to increase my airspeed. I'm really high enough, like 27,000 feet. It's quite high for my payload. I don't want to be too slow. So 350, not that much, but I need to save as much fuel as possible, basically. Okay, almost 28,000 feet, which is perfect. Let's fly all the way like this.
Sentry 4, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 260, 80 miles.
Okay, still nothing on my radar. So feeling pretty confident. We are approaching the North Korean airspace, so let's deactivate the time compression. Let's check the situation.
3, Lobo 11, request vector to threat. Lolo 1, Sentry 3, things are quiet right now.
And as you can see, I'm still holding like 10,000 pounds of fuel. And even the needles are showing that still I'm using the fuel from my external underwing fuel tanks, which is like really perfect. I'm almost over the target area. Wait a moment, let's switch it to the steer point number 3. Let's turn into the next steer point, or maybe let's switch to steer point number 4 already, which is the initialization point or the IP point. So let's turn into that. It's like 49 miles in front of me, and I can see some target on my radar. And just by looking at this square, this yellow square on my radar screen, I can tell you that it's not a fighter, it's a bomber. Just because I won't be able to see the fighter-size target for that range. So basically, this must be the Tu-95 flying perpendicular to my heading.
Declare. Lolo 1-1, Sentry 3, contact confirmed hostile. ID is IL-76.
Okay, it's the transport aircraft, so it's not the bomber, it's not the Tu-95, it's the transport IL-76, probably transporting some troops or some more material. So this is basically the legal target for me. It's a military transport, so I'm free to shoot it down, and probably I will do so. I'm already over the target area, so in case that anything appeared here, I still will have like enough AMRAAMs to defend myself. As you can see, the target is moving at 30,000 feet, so it's even 1,000 higher than I am currently. If I'll be launching the AMRAAM onto him, I'll wait until the very last moment. I just need to make sure that he won't turn away and basically outfly the AMRAAM, so I'm gonna wait until the target is in the dead zone, basically, where the probability of the kill is almost 100%. So let's keep it that way. So he's still like 30, wait a moment, 54 miles away. I can see it on this head-up display. 54 miles away. Still quite far enough. And I'm just 27 miles away from the steer point number 4. And I should be able to see the Orang airbase, and I can see it already in the distance. Let's wait. That's the airbase where my cursor is currently moving. So that's my target. Okay, let's check the situation for the fighters. Hopefully there won't be any fighters.
Lolo 1, Sentry 3, things are quiet right now.
And I can see from here that the airfield is just one runway airfield, so I'm going to drop all my 6 Durandals during one pass over the airfield. Let's tell my wingman to go trail, just to follow me. Go trail, just to fly behind me.
1-2, go trail.
So he will be perfectly oriented for the runway. Let's make a nice thumbnail. Okay. Okay, something else appeared here. Also, kinda
Sentry 3, Lolo 1-1.
far away.
Lolo 1-1, Sentry 3, contact confirmed hostile.
Okay, it's just the hostile information. I don't know whether it's like IL-76 or Tu-95. but I'm approaching the IP point. I can see the airfield down below. So I'm going to fire my AMRAAMs at this target yet. Still quite far away, so let's destroy this airfield first. Let's start with it, and okay, let's switch to the target already. I was already perfectly aligned with the runway. Now it seems I'm quite far away, so need to turn back. I'm going to tell my wingman to use his weapons, so he's free to use them. Okay, I can see there is active AAA on that airfield, which is usually very common on every airfield. There was also active SA-3 before, but the radar is already destroyed, so there shouldn't be any surface-to-air missile threat coming from this airfield. Let me check the taxiways. There might be some fighters or something. There should be some Su-27s operated from this target, from this airfield, but I can't see any of them here. So at least that's the positive thing. 2 is going defensive. I don't know why. What happened to them?
Airman down, bullseye, 045, 240 miles.
Is he being hit or what? I don't know.
Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away. Bombs away.
Altitude, 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 altitude.
Okay, the runway has been destroyed. I'm gonna follow this low profile of the flight until I'm out of the AAA. I just need to make sure that they won't hit me. And it seems I've lost the... Okay, I've lost my wingman.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1, declare. Lobo 1-1, Sentry 3, contact confirmed hostile.
I'm really curious what happened to him. It seems that he was shot down by the AAA. But he was flying behind me, so it's very quick, and I wasn't expected that I'll lose him during this this flight. So far it's going okay, but apparently not for him.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1, declare. Lobo 1-1, Sentry 3, contact confirmed hostile.
Okay, it seems there is like multiple Ilyushins flying around this airfield, so why not destroy them? I can basically use all my AMRAAMs onto them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was close. I was just going to tell I'm not going to use the afterburner just to save the fuel, but I'd rather spend or burn some fuel than burn the entire aircraft by the AAA. Oh, it's really dense, like... Wow. I'm in a really bad altitude, like I should be in 28,000 to get out of this AAA action, but I'm on very low speed. Okay, now seems to be like accelerating a little bit better. Okay, I'm out of this AAA finally. So let's just accelerate, let's try to catch these aircrafts.
advised, hostiles bearing 305, 20 miles, 30,000.
Okay, that's this
Sentry 3,
group of
Lobo 1-1.
Ilyushins. I can see them like visually.
1, Sentry 3, nearest threat 227, bearing 215, 50 miles, 25,000.
Okay, there's also Su-27, so
Sentry 4,
I'm rather
advised,
keep
hostile
like
launch
2
activity
AMRAAMs.
detected. Bullseye 255, 80 miles.
I just need to make sure that I will return home safely. Basically, this is not the target of the mission, so what I'm doing now is maybe not the best and the most clever thing ever made. But I don't want these Ilyushins to transport their like materials like anywhere. They are basically providing some resupply to the frontline troops, probably the Russia. I'd like to cut these lines. Let's check the Su-27s once again. They were like 50 miles.
Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3, nearest threat 227, bearing 200, 35 miles, 25,000.
Okay, I need to react. 200, 35 miles. I can't ignore them anymore. I can see them already on the radar. That's the Su-27 flying here into this area. Basically, they are between me and my base, and it's like a two-ship formation. So I'm gonna use my first AMRAAM onto the first guy. Fox 3. I'll wait with the second launch for a couple of seconds. I'm just gonna hold my lock for some short time. Seems like they are turning away. Okay, so this AMRAAM might be like wasted. The Su-27 is still keeping himself on the edge of my WES, or the weapon engagement zone. Okay, I'm still okay with the fuel. Soon my fuel tanks will be empty, but I might be able to... Okay, so the missile is Pitbull, but it will never be able to catch this Su-27. So he will basically outfly this missile. It's like zero probability of the kill. You can see that it's already flying at 700 knots and even slowing even further, so I need to wait until this Su-27 turns back, or alternatively it will enter my WES. Like, I'm flying much faster than he is flying, so I might be able to catch him, fire second missile, and this missile will be able to destroy him. Just a couple of seconds and he will be inside my WES. But I'll be still waiting with the launch, just because if you fire your missile at the very margin of the WES, border of the WES, it's not like the possibility of the kill is not that high. Okay, 10 miles away, so definitely it's already inside my WES. So I'm gonna launch my second AMRAAM. So Fox 3. Okay, I'm gonna keep up this speed. Wait for the AMRAAM to be Pitbull. Meantime, my external fuel tanks are empty, so I'm using the internal fuel. Let's lock this secondary guy, Fox 3. And the AMRAAM will be also Pitbull. Let's lock the first one just in case there is a splash. Let's see whether he's destroyed. So they made a huge mistake that they didn't turn like into me.
Chalice 4 is by
They were trying to fly away, but
25 miles,
definitely
27,000.
didn't work that well for them. I lost the second guy. Wait a moment. I didn't see the splash of the second guy.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay, so he's destroyed. I still have one AMRAAM left, so maybe let's turn right. Let's check the position of the IL-76, but they should be really far away. But I'm going to launch my AMRAAM anyway on this, at least on this guy here. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna drop my tanks over here.
Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Be advised, hostiles bearing 305, 25 miles, 26,000.
Crossing.
Okay, let's set up. Let's check. Let's change to the Cat 1 configuration, and let's set up the bingo for 4,000. That's okay. So I should be turning back home.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Declare. Lobo 1-1, Sentry 3. Contact confirmed hostile.
I don't know whether I'll be able to
Lobo
catch him.
1-1.
He's flying
Request vector to
away.
threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay, no threats around me, so I'm gonna continue this pursuit, this IL-76. Probably it's IL-76. You can see there is an active SA-3 in the distance, but I won't be flying in that direction, so I'm feeling pretty safe. Meantime, this IL-76 is slowly entering my VEZ. So soon I'll be able to launch my AMRAAM on him. And I'll be in the completely clear configuration, like 100% Winchester, so will be just a good time and good decision to fly home. Okay, he's getting in range, but if I fire my AMRAAM now, he will basically turn away and fly away.
Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Be advised, hostiles bearing 330, 10 miles, 30,000. Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay, no threats so far. I'm going to launch my AMRAAM right now.
1, Fox 3, medium.
And let's provide some guidance for this AMRAAM. So still keeping the lock.
Pitbull.
Let's check the hit. You can see he's taking some evasive maneuvers, but it's the IL-76 at the end of the day, so definitely unable to fly like he would like to fly, but he survived that missile. Should I go and finish him with the gun? Why not, right? It's like in 19,000 feet already, and he is still flying like up north, so this definitely will cost me a lot of fuel, but I've just depleted one AMRAAM onto him, and there won't be any result if he will be still flying. Just damage to the base, so I'm gonna end his misery right now.
Chalice 4, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 290, 100 miles.
Lolo 1, Sentry 3, be advised, hostiles bearing 250, 3 miles, 17,000.
Okay, that's him being reported now. I'm gonna reduce the closure speed. Okay, couple of hits into him and he's going down. Let's fly away.
Hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 315, 120 miles.
Okay, he exploded already. Let's fly up. And basically let's fly home. Made enough work here. Maybe let's drop these few tanks, but let's drop these holders or the MERS for the Gandals and for the AMRAAMs as well. Nice. So it's a very clean configuration.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Basically that SU, I'm just thinking about these two Su-27s. They turned away without any missile launch at me. Maybe they were like Winchester returning from some sortie, or they were basically carrying the R-27R, or maybe the RE even, but still the range of the missile is quite low, and it's really like superior or insufficient basically to fight with AMRAAM. So I basically outranged these Su-27s. In case they will be like carrying the R-77 or the R-77M variant, the modernized version, it would be a completely different story for myself. So I would be basically firing these AMRAAMs on both of these Su-27s at the maximum distance, and I'll be going defensive just immediately after the missile launch. So that's how different you need to approach the target. Whether it depends what kind of weapons he is carrying. So basically, the Su-27 armed with R-77M will be far superior to me than for example, this F-16 with AMRAAMs. But luckily enough for me, nor the Chinese nor not the Russians, they are not using the R-77M in this standard Korea, so I'm feeling pretty safe, pretty confident to fly closer to them just because they are carrying only the R-27, the R or the RE variant, which range is like 20 miles, something like that, so they are very like limited. And on the other side, the R-27, at the end of the day, it's still the Fox 1 missile, so you have to provide the guidance for the missile during the entire flight, which means that if I fire my missiles at the Su-27, he needs to go defensive, he needs to go cold. That means that he will break his lock and his missile will go stupid. So that's why this R-27 series are really like obsolete today, and they are basically not used by the Russian Air Force anymore for many decades, basically. So they got replaced by the R-77s and even some other like modern missiles. Okay, that's it. Let's check the situation once again, and I'm going to activate the time compression just to save some time. Okay, my current fuel consumption is, let's say, 5,000 pounds of fuel during 1 flight hour. My current fuel is almost 6,000, which means that I should be able to fly like this for 1 hour. And according to my estimation, it's like 200 miles back to the steer point 8, and it will take me like 22 minutes to be there. So I'll be still somewhere. I won't consume like this 5,000 pounds of fuel. I'm just going to consume 1/3 of this amount, so I will be still okay with the fuel. It's a good practice to check these simply measures from time to time. If I fly lower or any higher, basically the fuel consumption will go higher, go up, and I maybe won't be able to reach the home base, but so far in this altitude, this speed, I'm quite okay. Meantime, I'm in the AAA circle, but I'm that high that they won't be able to shoot at me. So let's last check the situation here.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay, let's activate the time compression. Let's fly home. Nothing should happen during this flight.
Sentry 4, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye
Okay.
260, 80 miles.
Wait a moment, something's
Sentry
here.
4, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 290, 100 miles.
Sentry 3,
Okay,
Lobo
290 is
1-1.
the
Request
opposite
vector
way,
to threat.
or the opposite side of
Lobo
the
1,
North
Sentry
Korea.
3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay. Basically, this bullseye means like if you, I don't know where the bullseye currently is. Let's check the map. Okay, it's not here, but if I can look my HSD, that's the bullseye. It's the middle of the bullseye, and if the aircraft was flying like at 290, let's imagine an like the compass around this. So basically, up you have like 0, right, or the east you have like 90 degrees, south you have like 180, and west you have like 270, but the north is not here definitely. So you have to realize the orientation. I'm flying like 180 or 190 almost south, completely like south. So the north is behind me, and the 290 is not here. Up, it's here. So basically, the aircraft, which was reported like 50 miles away from the bullseye, was on the other side of the South and North Korea peninsula. So I can feel pretty confident with that.
Chalice 5, be advised, hostile launch activity
Okay,
detected.
let's
Bullseye 330, 80 miles.
let's ask once again.
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Request vector to threat. Lobo 1, Sentry 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay, this is the
Chalice 4, be
F14
advised, hostile launch
or
activity detected.
F18
Bullseye.
probably,
Sentry 3, Lobo 1-1. Declare.
returning to the carrier group.
Lobo 1-1, Sentry 3. Contact is friendly.
We are basically crossing the aircraft carrier here. It's operating somewhere here, and we are crossing the approach line for this carrier. So you can see there is like 3 aircrafts or 3 groups of aircrafts flying in that direction. There is in the middle, one in the middle. Basically, they are approaching the aircraft carrier. So let's activate the time compression once again.
Sentry 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 260, 80 miles.
260, 80 miles, so it's still the opposite side of the
Chalice 4, be advised,
North
hostile launch
Korea.
activity detected. Bullseye 045, 240 miles. Sentry 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 290, 100 miles.
Okay, I'm already like 20 miles away from the airfield. let's save our weapons, let's switch on the position lights, and let's prepare for the inbound final approach. So let's get with the tower.
11, inbound for landing.
Lobo 1, Sungguan, approach. Good morning, take spacing.
Chaff flare. Chaff flare.
Lobo 1-1, descend to 2000, maintain 210 knots, vectors to final, runway 16 right.
Okay, 16 right is the same runway I was taking off. Also the same direction. So let's continue my inbound. Perfect visibility, so I can go for the visual landing. This was quite nice mission. I like the OCA strikes.
1-1, perform landing check.
They are also
Altitude,
somehow
altitude.
challenging, just because there is always some SA-7 or SA-14 waiting for you on the runway, on the airfield. Also some AAA action was there, so it's not that easy. And you saw that my wingman was unable to make it home, so was hit by some AAA. But I was lucky that I made it back home.
Lobo
I was
1-1,
able to destroy
turn
the
left to
runway.
final approach course 160,
Okay.
check speed.
And I was able to destroy like 2 Su-27s and 1 IL-76. So I consider this mission a great success. And at least one of the airfields are out of operational, which is great. So there will be like less Soviet or less Russian aircrafts flying south, and I can focus on the next airfield.
Sentry 4, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 310, 140 miles.
Gear down.
Good morning, Lobo 1-1, Sungguan, tower, cleared for landing, runway 16 right, check gear down.
Okay, 16 right, confirmed. Lobo 1-1, copy. Cleared for landing, runway 16 right. I need to check in from the cockpit, sorry. I need to see the flight path marker where it is heading, otherwise I will end up somewhere in the field, in front of the airfield. Maybe now I can switch to the external view. I almost scratched the nozzle. And there is another F-16 just going for the landing. Okay, let's exit the runway right on this exit. There he is. Now the ATC will tell me to exit the runway. Okay, it happened, great. As you can see, this This flight is full of surprises and full of success. Even the ATC girl likes me, which is perfect. So quickly jump out of the cockpit and I'll go to ask her whether she wants to go for a coffee with me or not. Okay, that's it. Let's see the outcome of the mission. I won't be able to check what shot down my buddy, my wingman, probably. Okay, so the mission was success. My rating was excellent. 3 air kills or AA kills, 2 air ground kills. So I was able to destroy like 2 parts of the runway, not the last one. I don't know what destroyed him. Basically, he just ejected like 40 miles or 39 miles after we jumped into the cockpits. Then there was this SA-7 launched at me. I saw it coming from the left. 2 parts of the runway destroyed by me. 2 Russian Su-27s downed by me. IL-76M downed by me, and that's it. When I check the Durandals, basically first one missed, then the remaining 5 hit the runways, destroyed them or damaged because it was already destroyed. First AMRAAM was a miss. Basically the Su-27 turned away and fly away the AMRAAM. The second and third AMRAAM destroyed them. Then this last fourth AMRAAM damaged the IL-76, and I hit it with the my Falcon cannon. So that was the mission. If I check the Orang airbase, it should be like 0% operational. As you can see, 2 parts of the runway are being destroyed. So the middle section and the first section, the last section is still okay. So I might be able to return that and maybe finish that job, but I'm going to focus on this airbase here, which is in the Russia already. It's the Nakhotka airbase. Nakhotka airbase, 100% operational. Let me check what's there. Nakhotka. Su-27s, ILs, AVAX aircrafts, okay, IL-78, some Mi-24 Heinz, some Kamov 50s. So let's plan an attack on this airfield as well. I don't know whether it will allow me to attack this airfield. It's still the Russian territory, so hopefully yes. So OCA strike against the Nakhotka airbase. Okay. So the flight is planned. Let's fly like so. Let's fly more straight, just to save some fuel. Okay, like so. MiG-29 engaged. It was North Korean MiG-29 engaged F-15C. Somewhere it's here. And there is this F-15C. Wait a moment. It's really going to shoot down this. We lost one F-15, and there are just 2 MiGs flying this area, and one unknown boogie is following them. So they are in a big do. I'm really curious how this will end up. Let's waters. And waters all these units. Okay, one US was shot down, F-15, so there are just 2 F-15s against. We will basically lose all the F-15s because there is another group of MiG-29s following them. I wonder what are they doing here, like alone. And another flight is following them. So this Onchon airbase, look at this. It's like, where are they getting this? Maybe it was a fresh resupply from the Russia. Onchon airbase. Oh, they were like operating only one MiG-29 in this 57 fighter squadron, and now they have like new 17 fresh MiG-29s. So I'm going to fly this OCA strike against. Wait a moment, I've selected different fighter squadron. Right, no problem. Let's find this OCA strike. It's right. Oh, it's not here. It's here. Join. Can't join it. Join it. Save. Back. It was save with 20. Okay, that's the squadron. Probably OCA strike. Okay, that's it. Russian reinforcements have arrived in Kovon. I don't know, some airfield probably. So the North Koreans are receiving freshly new and brand new fighters, which is really bad situation for us. Okay, the F-15s are still fighting, but I think they are in real trouble and we will lose them all. There are like 4 MiG-29s against 2 F-15s, and they are already being defensive, so Su-27, MiG-25, right, okay, so they have already MiG-25s with probably R-33 firing at us. And the Su-27 is from the Nakhotka airbase. Okay, so I really need to make sure that this Nakhotka is not working. So I'll be flying this mission in my next video. It should be the same I was flying now, but the difference might be that the Nakhotka should be still protected by some systems, if I'm correct. Okay, the SA-5 still operational here, so you can see the Barlock B, which is in a building. Okay, this is the bad situation. So basically, if you put some system into a city, it might happen that the radar is located in a building and you are basically unable to destroy it with your harm. It always hits the building only and not. Another SA-5 also in this area, and the Barlock B is like outside the building, luckily. So I'm not carrying the harms for this mission just because I don't have that much fuel to carry the harms and Durandals together. So I'm going for the runway only, and we'll try to somehow outsmart these SA-5s. Maybe I'm gonna take this. Oh no, I'm gonna fly with 3 fuel tanks. The profile of the flight will be very low, maybe starting from this point here already, and go really low just to avoid these SA-5s, and then I'll be trying to destroy this runway here. So that's the goal for the next mission. Guys, just wish me luck. It seems that this fight is still going on without any change, so still like F-15s to 29s. I saw a couple of messages that F-15s engaged the MiG-29s and the MiG-29 engaged the F-15, but there was no kill. So there are already some Chinese troops here. There was a message that the Republic of Korea is engaging some people, Republic of China ground forces. So basically, there are already some ground forces even protecting this Pyongyang. So the China entered the war much earlier than the Russia, so we can expect some Russian ground forces to be also operational in this area. Maybe after a couple of hours, they will move here and be protecting this Pyongyang. This fight is still going on, so really curious how this will end up. It seems like the second flight of the MiG-29s is returning home, even though they are still like 100% operational. So I don't know why, but after Nakhotka, I'm going to destroy this Onchon airbase. And if you have a couple of seconds, I'm going to check the North Korean airfields. There might got resupplied by some other aircrafts as well. Okay, nothing special here. They're almost like empty airfields, but this Onchon is real threat to me. These MiG-29s are no joke. But other than that, it seems that, for example, MiG-23s, they are like depleted. Some Antonov 2 from time to time, some secondary missions. Titan also empty. So it seems that the North Korean Air Force is really out of action. Only these MiG-29s are still like operating here. If I check the Chinese forces, they should be depleted as well. They are in a war with us for, let's say, days. So, okay, they are really like, even J11 is here anymore. Some J7s, J8s, some bombers like these Q5s. So that's it. And if I check these Russian forces, so also Su-27s depleted on this base already. Su-27 as well. IL-76. I was able to shoot down one of these. Probably it was like 4. Now it's like 3 of them. Nakhotka still serious threat for us, and it's using the AVAX as well. So that's why it is like priority target for me. But other than that, it seems that the Russian, okay, one MiG-25 operational only, and some Tu-95s still here. So as you can see, pretty much it seems that these MiG-29s run out of fuel. This one was using probably the afterburner, so he need to return back, and this one during the fight, they also used too much fuel during the fight, and they need to return to base. So they are RTB, which is really great news for me and for the F-15s, mainly for this. Okay, which is repaired. Also repaired. Something also prepared already, so that's it. About this bridge here. Okay, also repaired. Let's move on this bridge here. This bridge here. Probably all the okay. So this bridge is operational, so bridges should be okay already. Right. kind of worried about these forces here. It's like I have no information what's there. It's just 6% of something. It's like also here. It seems there is only one soldier somewhere hidden in the forest, but still the symbol is there. Some AK-47, some anti-tank rifles, some machine guns, EKT-7, some mortar, BMPs as well. So it's very light infantry here, and hopefully won't be significant threat for me. Okay, so 2 of them are returning, 2 of them were lost. I need to definitely pay attention to this airfield. My next mission. So guys, that's all for today. At this avalanche coming from north. It's basically maybe the Chinese forces or the Russian forces already being moving south. It's really I'm feeling really sorry about this unit here. They will probably be able to push me even further back. So I'm giving orders to these units to go back under the headquarters control. I was calling them like manually. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end the video up here. Guys, thank you for watching. As always, have fun, take care, and bye.